Welcome back to Terrific Taste. On the menu today, hummus with crispy wonton chips. So we're going to start off with our hummus first. What you see me doing in the first video is I'm actually peeling the skins off of the chickpeas. If you peel the skins off, it gives you a smoother hummus. It is a tedious task, and it makes a bit of a difference, a good difference if you like smooth and creamy. But I say try it without first, and then do it with, so you see the difference. Or take a small batch out, do half a batch, and do it that way, and see if it's worth it for you. Honestly, it does make a difference. A noticeable difference, but it depends on what you're going for. And I'm going in real time just to show you how long it could take you to actually peel the skins off this. Again, it's worth it, but it depends on what's worth it to you. So I'd go through the tedious task of picking all of them off or slide them all off. And literally just going to take your fingers and kind of pinch it, and the skin comes right off in your hand. And then you'll just, what I'm doing is moving some to the side so I know which ones I picked and which ones I haven't. And if you would get 90% of it off, it'll make a huge difference. 75%, pretty decent difference. Anything less than that, just don't worry about peeling them off at all. It's not gonna, you won't taste it if you have 50% on, 50% off. And as usual, it's always a great idea to have your mise en place all together, especially when you have a lot of ingredients in a dish. I'm setting up my my food processor first. I have my tahini. I'm going to go in with 1/3 cup of tahini. Then I'm going to go in with the 3 tablespoons of lemon juice, 3 tablespoons of cold water, cumin, 0.5 teaspoons or half a teaspoon. And I'm going to save my, I actually will add my 2 garlic cloves in, but I will save the paprika just to use for garnish. And I'll also add salt once I add my chickpeas in, my peeled chickpeas in this case. So again, you're just seeing me going with the tahini. Again, tahini is nothing more than sesame seed paste. You could use peanut butter. It'll change the taste drastically. It'll taste a little more peanut buttery. So if that's what you're going for, it's fine. Tahini can be a little more pricey. But definitely, it's a kind of a neutral taste in the hummus, so it doesn't overwhelm anything. It just kind of fits in with the rest of the ingredients in it, and with the chickpeas. I'm going in with my lemon juice now, and as you see, I did a big splash of that. So there you go. And then I'm going to go with my cold water. You'll see my cold water in a silver mixing bowl, little silver mixing bowl. Some of the things that we're using in this video, we're actually going to be giving away and mailing to you guys. So you'll be seeing those soon if you're in the cooking club. So again, another reason why you want to get into the cooking club, make sure you get your 2 people to watch at least 3 times a week. And the other requirements that are on the intro video every day. Make sure you do those things, because this thing is going to be very beneficial for you. And of course, we give you the groceries and the items that we're cooking with, so you can cook along with me every week. Now I'm just dumping in my cumin. And then I'm going to throw in my garlic, and you're going to see me blend this to smooth. And then I'll add in my skinned chickpeas, and that'll be coming up shortly. Now what you're going to do now is I'm going to take my rubber spat and kind of scrape down the sides. I'm doing this so you guys can see inside of this too, but you kind of want to do this throughout the process, because All that has to be blended in together. So I'm going to add in my chickpeas. You can do them all at the same time or a little bit at a time. I prefer to do them all at the same time, and then I'll add more liquid to get to the consistency that I want. So again, the recipe is kind of an outline, but you're going to look at this and see what makes sense to you. I haven't added my olive oil, and the olive oil is really going to get this to the consistency. But then I want that smooth, so I'm going to add a little more water at the end. But I'm just going to go pulse for a little while, scrape down, pulse again, scrape down. I normally do about 2 or 3 pulses. And once I get to the consistency I want, and it's almost there now. So I'll probably go in this video. I may pulse one more time, then add my olive oil. I may add, yeah, there we go. I'm adding my water now, a little more water because I want it a little more smooth. Now I'm going in with my olive oil now. And then I'm just going to blend this up. And after this, once I'm adding my olive oil and it's to the consistency I want, I'm just going to scrape it out and put it in a bowl, and then garnish it with a little bit of a little more olive oil on top and paprika. And of course, add my salt. Again, once it's to the consistency that you want, all you're going to do is bowl it up, and add your, obviously you've already added your salt at this point. Taste a little bit of it to make sure it's to the taste that you want. And then you're going to go in with your olive oil and then ultimately your paprika. You could take some parsley leaves and sprinkle those on top, or whatever else you want. Pine nuts is always a good idea. I see that all the time. The pine nuts aren't actually in the recipe, but again, something you can do, or whatever garnish you want that doesn't seem too oddballish for you. Right over the top with this, and this is just garnish. And you take your chips. We'll get to our chips next and show you how to do those as well. You could do either baked chips, which means literally just cutting them in, as I'm going to show you, and then throwing them out in the oven, 350 for about 10 minutes, and that's done. Or you can do just what I'm doing, which is a quick little deep fry. This gives blistering on the skin, which I think is a much better mouthfeel for it. So there you go. There's the hummus. Now for the crispy wonton chips. All I'm going to do is take my pack of wontons, and I'm literally going to cut it in 4 equal portions. You could do the diagonal thing if you want. It's much easier to do them this way, and I like the way it presents this way anyway. But just cut them, literally take the pack open, take a few out, and then cut them right down the middle, and then take them again and cut that other part. There you go, right down the middle. Now I'm going to take you'll see me next go with a saute pan. I'm not going to fill it with oil. I'm just going to put oil kind of a little section in the bottom of it so they can all float. But I'm going to just take that, turn on medium heat, straight into, obviously this has been hot. This has been sitting for a while. Just edit it out. But put one in first to make sure that it's the oil's to the heat that I want. And then, yeah, so that wasn't hot enough for it. So I took it back out. I could have edited that out, but I didn't. I'll save some B-roll films for you guys later too. But anyway, so I'm just going to let this oil get hot enough. Once it's hot enough, I'm going to take my wonton and set it in, and then I'm going to flip it or kind of turn it over with a slotted spoon or spatula. The slotted spoon is easier for me. I think I may have switched to a spatula later. I can't really remember a lot of videos. But anyway, I'm just going to show you guys how to do this. And this literally takes like 30 seconds per side, if that. So it goes really quickly. And then you're just going to sprinkle them with a little bit of salt, a little bit of paprika if you wish, your choice, for the garnish and for the taste of the chip. So now that the oil's officially ready, here I go. Take my hand, just set that right in. See it start to bubble on one side. See it starting to blister. And then I think I'm going to go 3 or 4 in here and then decide that it's, it's already ready. So take my tongs, boom, flip it over, straighten it back out if it curls under. It's no big deal. But then same thing. And I don't want these to go too far or too long, but I just kind of want to flip them until they're golden brown. And again, the wontons are fairly thin, so you want to just stay over top of this. You don't want to turn your back and do something else for a little while because they will burn on you very quickly, that being the case if you leave the pan. So limit the amount that you put in at a time and also how long you put them in. But again, that's already done. That one's already done. So all 3 of them come out around the same time. And again, you're just going to go right back in with another load of wonton chips until you're done. What's not shown is me baking the chips. These are the actual baked chips. They are actually really good and set up really nicely too. But quite literally, you're just gonna throw them in the oven and bake them. That's it. And this is the crispy wonton chips with hummus. Thank you once again, and we will see you next time.